Good morning once again. Welcome to Earlham Baseball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports. We're at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, the final game of the regular season at home for the Earlham Quakers, and they're hoping to rebound after a disappointing Saturday, losing both games to the Anderson Ravens by final scores of 3-2 and 7-5. Quakers have put themselves in a rather difficult position as they get ready for the final game today, which Coach Steve Sakosit says is almost a must-win for this Quaker baseball team today, because now there are 6 teams that are vying for the 4 playoff spots in the HCAC, and now one of those is Anderson, and they're playing with a lot of confidence going into today's game as well. Yesterday, the Quakers missed opportunities to score runs. They made some miscues in the field as well. They got some decent pitching, especially with Howie Smith starting game number 1, but it just didn't pay off, and they didn't hit as well as a team as we have seen this Earlham team hit in the last couple of weeks, though we have seen them in those last 2 weeks also not really produce in an opportunity to score runs as much as we have seen them. And you take out the Wabash game, it's a team right now that is struggling in scoring runs the way they did earlier in the year. So the Quakers will go with a freshman today to try to stop the 2-game losing skid, as Walter Talcott will go. He's 7-0. He has an ERA of 1.11. And Ben Yoder, a team that the Quakers know very well over the last couple of seasons. Yoder's numbers are not great, but neither were the pitchers we saw yesterday. They were good, but certainly not great. And Yoder at 1-4 with an ERA of 3.92. When we come back, we're going to hear from Coach Sakosit and kind of get his thoughts about what happened yesterday. And surprisingly, an upbeat head coach today. And knowing there's not much they can do about what happened yesterday, they're going to go out and try to win this one here today and then get ready for the final 7 games on the road, and some very tough games coming up for the Quakers. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what happened yesterday, talk about those top 6 teams and the teams that are fighting for those 4 playoff spots. We'll do that coming up in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know my family does. That's why we take our vehicles to Beach Automotive in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service, stop by Beach Automotive at 110 East Main. Give them a call at 966-8181 or go to their website at beach-auto.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power & Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power & Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power & Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Steve, we didn't get a chance to talk after the doubleheader loss yesterday. Kind of what's the attitude of the ball club coming into today, and what did you talk to them about afterwards?
Yeah, the attitude today is just what kind of bounce back are we going to have? It was a tough day. If you have to look at it from the Quaker side of things, would you say that they beat us or we beat ourselves? And I think it's a little bit of the first game was a great game. I mean, their guy threw real well, and they got a timely hit that scored a couple runs for them. We came back at the end. We left opportunities out there. But the second game, I think, really that we beat ourselves in that, and really didn't get a chance to play our best game. But I think our kids know that part of it. Our focus has to be better. We talked about that yesterday. It has has to be better. We've got to be able to pick each other up. If they're going to be aggressive early in the count, which I like, let's go make a play. And they're going to play small ball after that. They're going to try to butt a guy over and get a single, which they did. And, we dropped a couple balls here or there. But, we're a good team. I don't care how you're going to look at it. I don't care how we looked yesterday. These kids are pretty darn good, and they're going to go out there. They're going to compete today. And we'll see what happens. We win today, we win. We lose, I want it to be losing on our terms as opposed to, we just beat ourselves on that.
Howie threw so well, and I tell you what, it was fun to watch. Those are kind of baseball games I love, with two good pitchers out there going at each other, and I just felt bad for him when it was all said and done because he did throw really, really well.
Yeah, he threw really well, and even on the fact I think Bryce threw well too in the second one. Just timely hits on their part. The first game, you're going to have that. You're going to have a good, tough fought battle. They had that on their part. Their guy pitched well. I thought our hitters did put a lot of pitches on his arm. He was 130 through 6. We didn't cash in. And if we cash in a little bit here or there, then I think Howie still cruises. And we took Howie out when it's 3-0. It wasn't like it was an insurmountable lead that they had there. We just weren't swinging it well. Once they went to their bullpen, I thought we did a better job against their bullpen guys. But their starter, Eaton, did a great job. And that's to say as well, Howie prepares himself is better than anybody I know, or just as well as anybody. And he went out there and pitched to what his strengths were and got them out. But, they got a couple on him there.
Are you concerned about missed opportunities? Because that's something that we've talked about a lot over the last couple of weeks. It's uncharacteristic that we're seeing a lot of guys left on base, or a situation where you might be able to score a run and didn't cash in.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. We've mentioned this before. Would you rather have the guys on and not score them, or not have the opportunities? We got to cash in. I think we at times become greedy and become set up in the situation that we always, we catch, we're going to get this. And then when we don't, we're more surprised about that. Well, that's when you have a good ball club. And you're going to have those times where you're going to struggle, and we're in that right now with what we did yesterday. But, really true good teams can come back and play well, and I'm hoping we do that today, because if we're going to be one of those teams that's there at the end, we're going to have to face adversity. We might be in the conference tournament and lose that first game and have to win our next 2 to get to that championship. So, that's what we have here. So we're in a situation today where it's not a must-win, but it's a game that we need to have here on our field, last home game of the year for those seniors, and for the rest of our guys. So let's go out there and play our best baseball.
Steve, there were a couple of times yesterday, too, and I attribute it to the high sky and all that, but you played here before. There were a couple of miscues where they didn't catch the baseball, and I really thought the triple the one guy got, how odd that was. Just talk a little bit about defensively.
Yeah, we've got to talk a little bit more in the infield. I think if we were struggling to see the baseball, we got to let our teammates know we're struggling to see the baseball. I think we're just going out there and it's assumed it's going to be caught. Heck, I was assuming it was going to be caught when I'm in the dugout. I'm going out there, shake hands with guys, and the ball drops in there and it's 2 outs and they're still hitting. So, but you're going to have those days. I told our guys, expect to make an error today. The problem is, what are we going to do then once we make that error? Are we going to pick each other up? Or what are we going to do? We can't, get deflated on that, because if good teams know they're going to make the next play. They're going to get the next opportunity. Be ready for the baseball, and as I told our guys, expect early contact from them. They went out there early. They swung early in the counts, which I love, because our pitchers' pitch counts were down. And with Walter going on the mound today, I hope they are still aggressive, because I think he's going to do a good job. Our guys are going to pick him up. We're going to be better today.
Walter gets a chance, as you say, to throw it today, and he's been kind of that one ace of a staff. You've got a couple of them on there, but this guy can stop streaks like this. Talk a little bit about his performance again, and again, you expect nothing different from him today, do you?
No, I think Walt's going to go out there, and he's going to pitch the way he pitches. Is he going to be a guy that's going to give us a complete game shutout? I don't know what we're going to get on that part. I want him to go out there and command the zone. I want him to give us a chance so late in the game we can win a baseball game. That's all you can ask your starter to do. Let's go deep in the game, give our offense a chance to score runs for you. If we get a lead, let's hold that lead and give ourselves a chance to win the thing. So I think he's done it so far, and I think he can do it again today. But, to say a freshman who's that savvy out there can do that, that's pretty special to say. And I'm expecting good things from him today.
Let me ask you one last thing, and I thought
good quality at bats. I thought Drew has done that so far. He got the game winner against Wabash, and other guys are getting opportunities. And if we're going to be good, we have to have other guys step up. So yeah, it absolutely does hurt that we don't have Tom out there right now. But Tom's still in our dugout right now, and he's talking to players and making them better any way he can. We're going to go from there. But yeah, I mean, it's tough when you lose a guy like that. But I think we're good enough to still be there at the end with the guys we have here.
Coach, good luck today.
All right, thank you.
I think they're sputtering without Thomas Ray in the lineup, and that certainly is showing. And for Coach Sakasitz, he knows they need that guy at the top of the order, but somebody else will have to step up here the rest of the season. Here's how things will line out today. First off, let's go with the Anderson Ravens. Again, they won the first 2 games, 3-2 and 7-5. They're now 9-8. In the HCAC, Nick Butcher will lead things off. He'll be at shortstop. Batting second in right field is Isaac Turner. Hitting third, the second baseman, Ogden Wilson. The cleanup hitter at third base, Glenn Collier. The DH hitting fifth, Brenton Sanders. Hitting sixth in left field, Boston Fields. Hitting seventh at first base, Nick Boardman. Hitting eighth and catching is Jacob Morgan. And hitting ninth and playing center field is Devin Traylor. Again, it'll be Butcher, Turner, Wilson, Collier, Sanders, Fields, Boardman, Morgan, and Traylor. For the Quakers, DHing and leading things off, Nate Lynch. Batting second in center field, Ethan Bailey. Hitting third, the shortstop, Brandon Laird. The cleanup hitter at third base, Brandon Smalling. Hitting fifth at first base, Eric Elkis. Hitting in the sixth hole today and playing right field, Addison Robertson. Hitting seventh and catching is Cody Krumloff. Hitting eighth and playing second base, Drew Dietz. And hitting ninth in left field will be Matt Barger. Again, for the Quakers today, Lynch, Bailey, Laird, Smalling, Elkis, Robertson, Krumloff, Dietz, and Barger. Again, it'll be Ben Yoder and Walter Talcott today. The two pitchers, a lefty and a righty, going here, a senior and a freshman battling the rubber match of this three-game series. We will come back in a couple of moments. We'll give you the numbers of Walter in just a little bit and the first pitch right around the corner. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, the freshman who's been just sensational this year for the Quakers, as Walter Talcott will get the start again here this afternoon. This will be his 14th appearance overall, his 6th start. He has 3 complete games. Those came in succession earlier this season. He has thrown 57 innings, giving up 41 hits, 9 runs, only 7 earned runs in those 57 innings. He has struck out 54, and he has walked only 9. The opposing team batting average at only 197. He is 7-0 on the year and an ERA of 1.11. So undoubtedly, Walter Talcott has been a sensation coming from McCutcheon High School in Lafayette, and they're looking forward to him giving them a good start here today. It's a Anderson team, again, after picking up that win yesterday. They are now 9-8 and right back in the thick of things for a playoff spot. The top 4 teams make the playoffs. There are 6 teams now battling it out. Rose 13-4, Manchester 12-7, Earlham and Transylvania both at 11-8, Anderson at 9-8, and Defiance is at 9-9. The other teams in the conference, the other 4, can play spoiler the rest of the way, but it would take a lot for those teams to get into a playoff spot. So here we go. Quakers now a team batting average of .302. They'll have to pick that up a little bit today. Their number has dropped over the last couple of games, and here is Nick Butcher to lead things off. Butcher hitting at .313. A home run. He's driven in 8, and he lines this one into right field in the first pitch, and a base hit for the Ravens, and they come out swinging like they did yesterday, and already a man on, and a good crowd here today once again for the Anderson Ravens. Here's Isaac Turner. Turner, .294, a home run. He is driven in 3. Anderson yesterday was very aggressive early. You heard Coach Sack talk about that. That was one of the keys to their doubleheader sweep. And the pitch in there for a strike. In many respects yesterday, too, the Quakers kind of beat themselves. They just did not play well overall across the board. They got some decent starting pitching, but the rest of the game that you expect, the other 2 phases, just not there. Here's the stretch in the 0-1. Hit and run is on. This one hit the right field. Butcher rounding second. He's headed to third, and the Ravens, boy, they have opened up on fire. Now runners at first and second. Or should say now first and third after the runner Butcher advances on to third. So now runners on the corners, and here's Ogden Wilson.
Number 7, Ogden Wilson.
So 2 hits already for the Ravens. Wilson, .320 on the year, a home run. He has driven in 15. He's 1 behind Nick Boardman with 16 runs driven in. And Anderson wasting no time against the right-hander Walter Talcott. The stretch by Walters, he'll check the runners, and the pitch is on the way, and it's outside for ball 1. Anderson in game 2 got off to a fast start. They scored 2 runs in the top of the first inning, really setting the tone for that ball game. Good breaking pitch in there for a strike. And the count is even at 1-1. Coach Sack, you heard him in the pregame. We'll find out what his team is made of from a bounce back standpoint. They did bounce back as the throw goes to first after that disappointing series against Defiance in which they lost 2 out of 3. So this is a little bit different. Things starting to get a little bit tighter here in the later stages of this season. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Fastball is high. 2 balls and a strike now to Wilson. Wilson yesterday 1 for 8 in the combined doubleheader. Talcott again into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Pop him up to the left side, and the third baseman Smalling will watch that one go into the bullpen. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the number 3 hitter. Krumloff back behind the plate for the Quakers. Elkis at first, Dietz at second, Laird at short, and Smalling is at third. In the outfield, Barger, Bailey, and Robertson from left to right. The Wilson back in once again, the stretch by Talcott. The pitch on the way, runner takes off, and they were ready to hit and run again. Wilson fouls that one to the screen. And Turner got a pretty good jump down at first base. I mentioned this yesterday. They're kind of taking a page out of the Quaker playbook. Earlham loves to get out and run as much as they can, but Anderson, again, not much of a running team. And they've done just the opposite over the first 2 games. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch outside. Snap throw to first, not in time. And full count now to Wilson, the former Earlham baseball player who transferred to Anderson. Walter shaking off the first couple of signs from Krumloff, works into the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way, got him looking. Nice pitch by Talcott to get the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Glenn Collier.
With one away, now batting the third baseman, number 42, Glenn Collier.
Collier hitting at .258, a home run. He has driven in 5. Collier in game 2 yesterday went 2 for 5 and drove in a run. Now we'll see if Walter can pitch his way out of this jam in the first inning as the fastball is up high. And Krumloff coming out ready to throw if necessary. 1 ball and no strikes now to Collier. Collier out of Zionsville, Indiana. The stretch by Talcott. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And tell you what, that is one of the better breaking pitches you will see. It certainly looks like a fastball up until the very last moment. It has a very sharp break right across the plate, and he has thrown it effectively already twice today. 1 ball, 1 strike to Collier. Runners on the corners. Runner will take off at first. This one hit to right field. Coming on is Robertson. Robertson diving, can't get to it. And a run will score. Turner had to wait to see if Robertson was going to get to it, and Robertson is down and he is hurt in right field. And they'll go check him out as the Ravens get on the board first and lead this one 1-0. Robertson went all out trying to get that baseball, where if you look over the first 2 games of this series, the ball just seems to have eyes and finding an opening in that Earlham defense. And though Robertson gave it everything he could, unable to get to it, so they'll check him out. So now the Ravens have runners at first and second, with Turner having to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. So now, with a run across, we'll bring up Branton Sanders as soon as they see if Robertson can continue to go. Looks like he'll be okay, and he'll trot back out to his position in right field. Head coach Steve Sacka sits, also the trainer Bill Kinsey out there to check him out. Branton Sanders, 279 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 8, and now 3 base hits by the Ravens here in the top of the first inning. Sanders steps in from the left side as Walter still trying to get himself out of this. You get a ground ball right here, double play, and you're out of the inning. Just 1 run given up. The stretch and the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. The throw down to second gets away as Laird able to knock it down. No advancement by Turner. Krumloff trying to catch Turner sleeping down at second base. No balls and a strike now to Sanders. Well, you can tell the Ravens are right now playing with a lot of confidence after winning both games yesterday. Have a little more hop in their step. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that one will be chopped to the right side. Talcott's only plays at first. Runners will advance 90 feet, and that'll bring up Boston Fields. So 2 away here in the top of the first
With 2
inning.
outs, now batting the left fielder, number 6, Boston Fields.
Boston Fields at 192 on the year. He has a couple of home runs. He has driven in 5. But he had a good second game yesterday, 2 for 3 in RBI, and he scored twice. So now runners at second and third. 1 run across here in the top of the first inning. Talcott into the stretch and the pitch, and a breaking ball in there for strike 1. You would feel pretty good right now if you got out of this with just 1 run given up after the Ravens able to get 3 hits here in the top of the first inning. Talcott again into the stretch. He'll check both runners, and the pitch is on the way. It's high and inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Turner the lead at third, Collier at second. The stretch and the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and a ball that broke outside again. And now Fields down to the count at 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Talcott again. A long look at Krumloff. Time's going to get called here, and Fields will step away. Here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, 310 down the left field line with the monster there. Of course, 375 in the alleys, 390 dead center, and 325 down the right field line. So we've got another beautiful day today, and high skies as we saw yesterday. There's a swing and a miss, and the Ravens get on the board first, but they could have had more. But Talcott pitching them out of a jam. And after half inning of play, Anderson won. Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Alums, want to connect with the college and your fellow Earlham alumni? Attend an alumni event. Our office is always organizing events locally and around the country and on campus during homecoming and reunion weekend. For information on upcoming events, visit earlham.edu/alumni. We hope.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Quakers will be facing their second left-hander. Ben Yoder making his 10th appearance, his 8th start of the season, 39 innings. He's given up 48 hits, 27 runs, 17 of those earned, 40 strikeouts, and 18 walks. He has a record of 1-4 with an ERA of 3.92. And Nate Lynch will lead things off for the Quakers. Lynch at 348 on the season. No home runs. He has driven in 13, and one of those top 3 guys you want to get on base. He is 12 of 13 in the stolen base department. And again, the Quakers very familiar with Yoder. They have seen this left-hander numerous times, so nothing new here this afternoon. His first pitch by Yoder is in there for a strike. Defensively, Morgan back behind the plate. Boardman at first, Wilson at second, Butcher at short, and Collier at third. The 0-1 pitch on the way, grounded to the right side, and that will be a foul ball. Nate down to no balls and 2 strikes in the outfield today for the Ravens. Fields in left, Trailer in center, and Turner is in right. Lynch 1 for 9 in the series. Yoder gets the sign from Morgan. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He went back outside. And the count now 1-2. Quakers managing just 6 hits in Game 2 yesterday. In Game 1, they managed only 6 hits. So 12 hits in the 2 games. There's a swing and a miss by Lynch. And the catcher having a difficult time getting to it. And, boy, we have seen that twice from Anderson catching. So Ethan Bailey will step to the plate with a man on base. And that will give the Quakers a chance to get something going. We mentioned Lynch with the 12 stolen bases. Bailey hitting on the year at .313. He has a home run. He has driven in 20. And Yoder once again into the stretch, and he takes a long look over at first. Time called as you would expect by Ethan Bailey. The shift on a little bit again with Trailer now shaded toward left field. And Yoder again into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Bunt third base side. A good bunt. Third baseman charging and throwing as Collier will get the out at first. So Bailey doing his job, and that'll bring up Brennan Laird.
With 1 out, now batting the shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
Well, Brennan hitting at .325, 4 home runs. He has driven in 30. Brennan had a tough day yesterday as he went 0 for 6 with a run scored in the 2 games. So they'd really love to see his bat pick up in the rubber match of this 3-game series, or the final game of this 3-game series. Here's the stretch and the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Ravens won both games yesterday, 3-2, 7-5. Manchester, they split their doubleheader with Transylvania. Rose split with Defiance, Bluffton split with Franklin, and Hanover took 2 from Mount St. Joe. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, low and inside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Rose at 13-4. Manchester now in second place at 12-7. Earlham in third with Transylvania. Both those teams at 11-8. Yoder checking the runner at second. The pitch on the way to the plate is a breaking pitch that stayed up high. 2 balls and a strike. After today, the Quakers will travel to Bluffton. That'll be a single game, and then they'll go to Transylvania. That'll be a huge series next weekend before finishing out on the road at Hanover. So their final 7 on the road. Time called again. 2 balls and a strike to Brennan Laird. Yoder again will work into the stretch. Checks the runner. The pitch on the way to the plate is in the dirt. Good job by Morgan as he knocks that one down. So now Brennan ahead in the count of 3 balls and a strike. Quakers looking still for their first base hit. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. The second baseman, Wilson, will get the out there. So 2 away is Lynch advancing on to third. Boy, a ball that just rode in on the hands of Brandon Laird. Unable to fight that off, and now we'll see Brandon Smalling.
The third baseman, number 23, Brandon Smalling.
Well, Brandon hitting at .336, couple of home runs. He now has the team lead in 32 RBI after yesterday picking up a 3 RBI game in game number 2. And Yoder's pitch on the way is a curveball in there for a strike. That was a huge double yesterday that the Quakers ended up taking a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 0-1 delivery on the way, and that one's low and inside. Morgan, well, he's having a difficult time just picking up that baseball. He did a pretty good job there of knocking that one down and keeping it in front of him. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Smalling. Lynch down at third, and Yoder will work from the windup. Here's the pitch on the way and high and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ravens got ahead yesterday in the first inning. They got the lead in the first game. Here's a charge by Butcher, the throw to first, and that will do it for the Quakers. Earlham will leave a man on. We will head now to inning number 2. Ravens on top of this one, 1-0.
Reynolds Plumbing, the area's leader in residential and commercial plumbing. Fast, friendly, 24-hour emergency service. You name it, they can fix it. Whether it's installation, remodeling, sump pumps, well pumps, water heaters, or sewer camera service, they now have service on heating and air conditioning. Give them a call at 966-0994 for free estimates. Reynolds Plumbing, 198 South 2nd Street in Richmond.
Students, the Earlham College Alumni Council is happy to support you in many ways, like working at career events and providing funding for student summer research with faculty. It won't be long until you're alumni yourselves, so look for them when they're on campus. They're one of your best resources for information about life after Earlham.
We head to inning number 2 as the Ravens lead this one 1-0. It'll be Boardman, Morgan, and Traylor, 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Ravens, looking for their 13th win overall and their 10th win in the HCAC. Boardman on the year hitting at .205. He has a home run. He has a team-leading 16 RBI. Boardman yesterday in the 2 games 0 for 5 and an RBI. And his first look today at Walter Talcott, the freshman right-hander. And the pitch on the way is low and outside for a ball. Anderson with 3 base hits, all singles in that first inning as they were swinging at the first pitch by Walter. There's a fastball called strike. One ball and 1 strike now to Boardman. Here's the pitch on the way. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike. The leg kick and the 2-1 pitch, and that caught the outside corner. Another nice pitch by Talcott. And the count even at 2-2. The break-even pitch on the way popped him up. And who's going to make the call here? The shortstop, Laird, right at the second base bag, and there's one away. And here's Jacob Morgan.
With 1 out, now batting the catcher, number 8, Jacob Morgan.
Morgan hitting at .224, no home runs. He has driven in 7. Morgan yesterday in the 2 games went 1 for 4. That pitch low and outside, ball 1. Well, things settling down a little bit here after a quick first inning for the Ravens, and they will get another base hit. This one to right field by Morgan. 4 singles on the board now for the Ravens. They'll get a man on here in the second, and here is Devin Traylor.
Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Devin Traylor.
Traylor at .225, a couple of home runs. He has driven in 14. Now we wait and see if the Ravens will be aggressive as they have been in the first 2 games. And even here today, that one is swung on and hit foul. No balls and a strike. Traylor in game number 2, 2 for 4 in RBI. He drove in a couple of runs in their 7-5 win. Anderson putting together a 12-hit attack in that second game. Swing and a miss. And Traylor behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Top of inning number 2. Anderson on top of this final game of the 3-game set. 1-0. The stretch by Talcott, and he got him swinging, but the ball got away from the catcher, Krumloff. And so everybody is safe. Now the Ravens have runners at first and second. Still just 1 out, and here's Nick Butcher. Butcher singled and scored in the first.
Shortstop, number 25, Nick Butcher.
Runner will be at second base, forgive me, since there was a runner at first. So there are 2 outs. That'll be a strikeout of Traylor. And here's Butcher. The stretch by Talcott and the pitch in there for a strike. So 2 away as again Traylor will be a strikeout victim in the second inning. So 2 away as Butcher steps up once again. Runner down at second base. That is Morgan. The stretch and the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off by Butcher. Got just a piece of it. So quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Light wind blowing from today right to left. Yesterday it was left to right, so a little bit of a change there. Ball gets up in the air, perhaps into left field, though the monster down the left field line prevented a couple of balls yesterday from leaving the ballpark. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Jams him. Ground ball right side. Could be a tough play. Talcott covering the bag. Gets there in time? No. They'll say the runner is safe as apparently Talcott may have missed the bag with his foot. Steve Sakasitz coming out to get an explanation. Now they'll ask the home plate umpire to see if he got a better look at it. And now we wait and see if Steve will get the decision he was hoping for, and they're going to say he is safe at first base. So now runners at first and third. And that'll bring up Isaac Turner. That'll be an infield base hit for Butcher.
The right fielder, number 39, Isaac Turner.
So now runners at first and third. Here's Turner. He singled to right field his first time up. Turner has 4 base hits now in the 3 games. As Talcott into the stretch, the pitch on the way, and it's a called strike. Ravens trying to pick up another run here early in this one against Walter. Again, an ERA of 1.11. The pitch, runner takes off. Krumloff will fake the throw to second. Now the Ravens have 2 runners in scoring position. And 1 ball and 1 strike. Now to Turner. Talcott with the pitch. Boy, nice cut that time and a good pitch. As Walter again with that breaking ball. And it has a very sharp break at the very end. 1-2 now to Turner. For the second straight inning, Talcott trying to get himself out of trouble. The pitch. And he went back outside again. They'll have to throw down this time, and that'll be a strikeout throw out of Turner. And the Ravens will leave 2 runners on. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 2. Ravens on top of this one, 1-0.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Earlham alumni, do you think your Earlham experience ended when you graduated? No way. Your alumni council works to keep alumni connected to the college and to represent the alumni through outreach activities on campus. Interested in joining? Contact the alumni office.
We head now to the bottom half of inning number 2. Quakers down 1-0, trying to salvage the final game of this 3-game series. Elkis, Robertson, and Krumloff all due up. Elkis 309, 7 home runs, hit a home run yesterday. It finally broke a long streak of homerless games for the big right-handed hitter. 30 RBI, second on the team, along with Brennan Laird. Smalling leading the team with 32. So Elkis will step in. This will be his first look at Yoder here this afternoon, the left-hander. Set to go to work, and the first pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Center fielder trailer again shaded toward left, and that one pulled foul. And Elkis behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Elkis now with 32 strikeouts on the season as he'll watch that one low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Elkis 9 doubles on the year, has a triple. The 9 doubles second to Matt Barger in the lineup today as that pitch is high and outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Traylor will now take an extra step toward left field as that pitch is grounded to the left side, charging the third baseman, and the throw, nice throw by Collier, stepping in front of Butcher and made the play. So there's one away, and here's Robertson.
With one out, now batting the right fielder, number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson, 375 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 8. Robertson making his 9th start of the year, and this one is lifted into left field. Fields is there, and there's 2 away. And here's Krumloff. Krumloff at 257 on the year.
The catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
He has a home run. He has driven in 9. So Yoder with 2 quick outs here in the bottom of inning number 2, set to go to work, and here's a ground ball toward Butcher. Butcher, easy play, and the Quakers out quickly here in the second. After 2, Anderson on top of Earlham, 1-0.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to help everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Jiffy Lube of Richmond features the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change. As much as you paid for your vehicle, keep it on the road as long as possible. The Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change is more than an oil change. It's preventative maintenance to keep your car running smoothly. Jiffy Lube, 2993 East Main in Richmond. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
We head now to the third inning. It'll be Wilson, Collier, and Sanders all due up as the Quakers trail this one 1-0. 1 run, 5 hits so far today for the Ravens, and the Quakers have yet to get a base hit through the first 2 innings, and they went down very easily in inning number 2 as Yoder ended up only throwing 7 pitches in that inning. Wilson struck out looking in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. And Walter Talcott has had to work himself out of trouble in the first 2 innings. The Ravens got a run in the first and left runners at second and third, and then leave runners at second and third in inning number 2. So they've had more opportunities. And the first pitch way outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Wilson back in, and Talcott set to throw. Here's the pitch. Popped him up, and that will go out of play to our left. And that'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Talcott gets the sign now from Krumloff, and the pitch is popped up almost in the same location. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walter set to throw. Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way, and this one will be grounded easily to Elkis at first. He'll step on the bag, 1 away. And that'll bring up Collier.
With 1 out, now batting the third baseman, number 42, Glenn Collier.
Collier singled in the first inning. Walter taking a little more time to get the sign from Krumloff. Here's the pitch, and that one bouncing in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Infield straight away for the right-handed hitting Collier. Ground ball back up the middle. The second baseman Dietz. 2 away. And that'll bring up Brenton Sanders.
With 2 outs, now batting the designated hitter, number 26, Brenton Sanders.
Sanders 0 for 1. Walter looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon as the right-hander set to throw Sanders in. Here's the pitch. And it's low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Sanders set to go as Walter with the 1-0 delivery, and that's low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Only one time so far today has Talcott thrown 3 balls to a hitter. That was Wilson, and eventually struck him out looking. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Boy, awful close on the inside. And now the count goes to 3-0. That looked like a strike from here. And the Earlham bench also wanting to know where the location of that pitch was. So now the 3-0 delivery on the way, and it's right down the middle, and there's strike 1. Two away here in the top of the second inning. Talcott set to throw the leg kick and the pitch, and that will be tapped right back to Talcott as he'll come off the mound, throws to first, and that will do it here in the third inning. A 1-2-3 for Talcott and the Quakers. We move to the bottom half of the third. 1-0 Anderson.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com.
Head to the bottom of the third. It'll be Dietz, Barger, and Lynch due up for the Quakers, trailing this one 1-0. Dietz, his first look at the left-hander Yoder. Dietz at 158 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4, and the pitch lined into left field. Fields can't get to this one, and that will bounce to the wall. And Dietz will go with a stand-up double and a good start for the Quakers here in the third. Earlham, their first base hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Matt Barger.
And that's the left fielder, number 20, Matt Barger.
Matt, 337 on the year. A home run. He has driven in 12. Quakers have had one base runner today, and that was Lynch back in the first inning. He managed to get to third. The stretch by Yoder, the bunt, and it's in there for a strike as Barger pulls back. And Barger quickly behind it, no balls and a strike. Yoder checks the runner at second. Here's the stretch, and the left-hander's pitch on the way is a breaking ball low. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Barger. Infield is in on the right side for the Ravens. And that pitch coming inside and hits Barger. And so now runners at first and second. will head back to the top of the order. Here's Nate Lynch. Lynch able to reach on base in that first inning when the catcher Morgan unable to handle a third strike.
At bat, the designated hitter, number 22, Nate Lynch.
So now Nate will step to the plate. Runners at first and second, no outs here in the third inning. Yoder again into the stretch and the pitch, and that was at least a bunt attempt, but a pull back that time by Lynch, and it gets away from the catcher Morgan. So Morgan, boy, we have seen him have his troubles at times just holding on to the baseball, and it cost him right there. So now 1 ball, no strikes to Lynch. Infield again in on the right side as that pitch is high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Pete's down to third, Barger at second, and Yoder will work from the windup. Here's the pitch on the way, and a curveball stayed up high. And the count to Reno. Yoder with a 3-0 delivery, and this time in there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So full count to Lynch. Lynch, 13 runs driven in on the year. We'll love to add one right here. Here's your payoff pitch on the way, and it's ball 4. Base is loaded now for Bailey, and we have a visit to the mound. Quakers now starting to head into the heart of their order. From here all the way through Addison Robertson, all 300-plus hitters. There's a lot of discussion here on what they'll do with the baseball again with no outs. If the ball is hit in the infield, of course, they'll bring the infield in. And, well, the one thing about Morgan, back to Morgan as a catcher, watched him yesterday struggle at times, really focusing on catching the baseball at times, and it ended up costing them again today. So now it's up to Ethan Bailey. Here's Yoder's pitch. High and inside, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery on the way is in there for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike again to Bailey. The late kick and the pitch, and the breaking ball stays up high, 2-1. Ground ball left side. Third baseman Collier to home, and they will get the out there. So Dietz is out at home, and there's one away. Morgan late on the tag. He didn't have to. He came back down on the base.
Now batting the shortstop, number 17, Brennan Laird.
So now base is loaded for Brennan Laird. Laird grounded out his first time up. And Yoder once again from the windup as he'll chip. Yoder with the pitch. So he took something off that one. And Laird behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yoder with the 1-2 pitch on the way and is fouled off. And boy, for Brennan, got just a piece of it. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Ford been playing in front of the runner at first. They'll play deep on the left side. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And did he go around? Wow. Wow, he did not go around right there. And now here is Steve Sakasitz. And he would like to know why he won't even ask the field umpire, and he did not go around. So a tough call for the Quakers in out number 2 as Laird strikes out. And that's going to bring up Brandon Smalling. Well, that was a check swing, no doubt about it, but it didn't look like he even came close to going around. So now 2 outs, and that's a huge strikeout for Yoder and the Ravens. So now let's see if Smalling can deliver right here. And the breaking pitch called strike. Two away here in the bottom of the third. Quakers have the bases loaded. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch on the way and hit foul. Now Smalling behind it 0-2. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded down the third base side, but foul. And we will stay at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. 2 away here in the third, and now Yoder set to throw. Here's the pitch. Hit well down the third baseline, but foul, and that landed maybe 1.5 foot foul deep in the corner. And with the runners taking off with 2 away, that possibly would have scored 3 runs right there. That ball came off the bat of Smalling in a hurry. But we will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Yoder set to throw. Here's the pitch on the way, and boy, he missed that one badly. And almost taking off as now they'll throw it down to second, and everybody is safe. Boy, Morgan got to that baseball just in time, and Barger was about ready to take off down at third. But again, Morgan having a difficult time squeezing the baseball. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Yoder, and it's low and inside. Morgan did a good job that time knocking it down. So the count even at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Yoder looks into Morgan. The runners have good leads at all 3 bases, and now time called by Smalling. Third baseman Collier way deep. Butcher also at shortstop, though he's in a little bit. As this one swung on and missed, and a big strikeout of Smalling. And the Quakers come up empty in the bottom of the third. They leave the bases loaded. We head to the fourth. Quakers trail this one 1-0.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WetzelAuto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. WetzelAuto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers!
Well, Earlham will look back perhaps at that third inning of opportunity. And, of course, when Brennan Laird was called on that third strike, which was very, very questionable, and then Smalling unable to deliver. And Earlham trails at 1-0 as they leave the bases loaded. This has really been a game so far through 3 innings where both teams have had opportunities. The Ravens have left 4 runners in scoring position. The Quakers have left 3 in scoring position. So here's Boston Fields to lead things off.
The left fielder, number 6, Boston Fields.
Fields struck out in the first. The pitch by Talcott, and it's outside ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way is on the outside corner. Now leaving the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Walter working a little quicker here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. One thing that Walter's really had in his favor today is that breaking pitch. They have not been able to catch up with that yet. And boy, that way outside, and that'll be a strikeout of Fields. He is down in strikeouts on strikeouts for the second time. There's one away, and here's Boardman.
With 1 out, now batting the first base.
Boardman 0 for 1.
Nicholas Boardman.
Boardman flew out to Dietz's first time up. And Talcott with a pitch. Fly ball right field. Should be an easy play for Robertson, as he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Jacob Morgan. Morgan singled in the second inning.
2 outs, now batting number 8, Jacob Morgan.
Talcott with the sign and the pitch. Fly ball, and that will go out of play to our right. So balls into strike now to Morgan. He is the number 8 hitter for the Ravens here this afternoon in the final of 3. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Count is even at 1-1. Talcott ready to throw. Here's your pitch. This one a high fly ball, shallow left. Going out is the shortstop Laird, and then coming in is Barger. And that will do it as the Quakers get a 1-2-3 inning once again here in the 4th. Quakers trail this one as we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. Quakers down in this one 1-0.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Alums, want to connect with the college and your fellow Earlham alumni? Attend an alumni event. Our office is always organizing events locally and around the country and on campus during homecoming and reunion weekend. For information on upcoming events, visit earlham.edu/alumni. We hope to see you soon.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Quakers down in this one 1-0 for Earlham. It'll be Elkis, Robertson, and Krumloff. For Eric, 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the second inning. Quakers 1 base hit so far. That was the double by Drew Dietz. Yoder getting out of trouble in that third inning. And the big left-hander set to throw. The leg kick. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard but foul. That'll even the count at 1-1 as we'll get a new baseball. That one ends up hitting off of the concrete dugout over by Anderson. Here's your 1-1 pitch. There, Morgan drops another one. 2 balls and a strike. What would bother me most about how many times Morgan just drops a baseball is how many times it can happen in a critical situation. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. So Elkis getting things started for the Quakers here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Addison Robertson.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson flew out in the second inning. Quakers with their second hit. Yoder again into the stretch. The pitch called strike. And you know, this Anderson pitching staff that we have seen over the last 2 days, virtually the same pitching staff we saw last year that the Ravens ended up winning the regular season championship. And pitch high and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yet yesterday, of course, Jake Eaton went 7 innings. Brian Page threw well, 7 innings. He gave up the 4 runs, or I should say the 4 runs, but 1 earned run. 7 strikeouts on the day. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball shallow, right center field, and coming over will be Traylor to make the catch. And there's 1 away, and that'll bring up Krumloff.
With 1 out, now batting the catcher, number 5, Cody.
Now Cody grounded out back in the second inning. Boy, I tell you what, Traylor had to go a long way to get that ball. It kind of hung up on him as now the wind's starting to blow straight out center field. Again, it's not a heavy breeze, but boy, the way Traylor has shifted against right-handed hitters, and now he'll come back closer to center field. And that pitch in there for a strike. Well, they kind of moving him around as Traylor now just a couple of steps back toward left field. He was way over in left field just moments ago. Here's the pitch by Yoder, and there's that yacker, the 12-6 curveball. And that falls in there for a strike. It's 0-2 now to Krumloff. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Anderson. Here's the pitch. Good job by Morgan. Well, Elkis down at first. You're down 1-0. He's only attempted 1 stolen base so far this season. So Yoder, knowing that he's not much of a stolen base threat down at first, will concentrate now on Krumloff. Here's the 1-2 pitch way outside. That was kind of a weird arm delivery that time by Yoder. Not sure what kind of pitch he was trying to throw. You could really see that his delivery much different than all of his other pitches. Here's the break even on the way, and this one will be lifted into left field, and a late start that time by Fields, and that'll fall in for a base hit. So now the Quakers runners at first and second for Drew Dietz. Dietz doubled in the 3rd inning, and of course, Quakers ended up leaving the bases loaded in that 3rd. But he got things started, eventually was thrown out at the plate. on that fielder's choice by Ethan Bailey. Here's the pitch by Yoder, and there's that curveball in there for a strike. Quakers now with their third base hit. Elkis at second, Krumloff at first. The stretch by Yoder, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yoder will look back at second, comes home with a pitch, and it misses low, gets away from Morgan, and runners will advance. Now the Quakers have runners at second and third, and again for the catcher Morgan, difficult time just gloving that baseball behind the plate. And now Yoder will work from the windup. Here's the pitch, and it's up high for a ball. And we're down 3-1. Elkis at third, Krumloff at second. The pitch popped him up to the right side. Wilson going out. Coming in will be Turner. Turner will make the catch. And a strong throw to the plate. And there's 2 away. Yoder gets the big out that time of Dietz, and that'll bring up Matt Barger. Barger hit by a pitch in the third inning. And much like what we saw in that third inning, Yoder trying to work out of trouble. Here's the pitch on the way, popped up, should be playable in foul territory for Collier, and he'll make the catch, and the Quakers again squander an opportunity here in the fourth inning to put runs on the board. And after 4 complete, it is Anderson 1 and Earlham nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know my family does. That's why we take our vehicles to Beach Automotive in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service, stop by Beach Automotive at 110 East Main. Give them a call at 966-8181 or go to their website at beach-auto.com.
Well, the Quakers in the 3 out of 4 innings have had base runners at second and third or at third base and have failed to score in any one of those 4 innings. They trailed it 1-0. It'll be Traylor, Butcher, and Turner due up now for the Ravens. Traylor reached base, actually struck out, back in that second inning. So now Talcott set to throw, the right-hander's first pitch is a called strike. Walter again with the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Walter has set down now 7 in a row since giving up that base hit to Butcher back in the second inning. And the 0-2 pitch. See you later. Traylor struck out for the second time.
With 1 out, now batting the shortstop.
And we'll go to Nick Butcher.
Nick Butcher.
Six strikeouts now for Talcott. Butcher, though, he's 2 for 2 today. Grounded softly as Smalling will charge and throw, and got him by half a step. And 2 away here in the 5th.
With 2 down.
And that'll bring up Turner.
Number 39, Isaac Turner.
Turner singled in the 1st and then struck out in the 2nd. Alcott with the pitch. And he opens up with that breaking ball once again. And jumps ahead of Turner. No balls and a strike. Walter will shake off the sign now, the 0-1. Well, I tell you what, you looked at a pretty good pitch right there, and Turner's behind at 0-2. See if Walter can make quick work of the Ravens here in the 5th inning. The 0-2 pitch on the way, got him swinging. So Walter does his job. We into the bottom of the 5th. Quakers down in this one, 1-0.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
Students, the Earlham College Alumni Council is happy to support you in many ways, like working at career events and providing funding for student summer research with faculty. It won't be long until you're alumni yourselves, so look for them when they're on campus. They're one of your best resources for information about life after Earlham.
Head to the bottom of the 5th inning, see if the Quakers can get this offense going. They have yet to score through the first 4. They've had plenty of opportunities. It'll be Nate Lynch to follow with Bailey and Laird. Lynch has reached base twice today. He's been in scoring position both times, and so far has not crossed the plate as Yoder 4 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. And he drops in a breaking ball in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and outside. Yoder working a little quicker now as the left-hander set to throw, and he misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike now to Lynch. Here's your 2-1 delivery. There's that curveball again, 2-2. And watching again in center field is Trailer way over. You can probably see him way over in left field. There's a huge hole between center and right. The 2-2 pitch on the way, grounded back up the middle. Yoder snags it and then throws to first, and there's one away. Nice play by the left-hander Yoder, reaching down there and getting that baseball. That would have been a close play if that gets through because it wasn't hit that hard. Here's Bailey. Bailey sacrificed in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Yoder, though a big fella, and again had to reach down quickly to get that baseball. Here's the pitch on the way, low and inside, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Just outside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Bailey. Bailey, one of the seniors on this ball club, could be playing his final game here at the stadium as that one is hit foul. He started his career at Earlham. They were still playing at Old McBride Stadium until this new ballpark came into existence 3 years ago. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's low and inside, 3 balls and a strike. Now the 3-1 pitch. Hit well, and that'll be a base hit and could be extra bases. Bailey heading to second. Fields up with the throw, and a strong throw, and it goes over second base, but a double by Bailey with one out here in the 5th inning. And here's Brennan Laird, and Laird was called out his last time up. Again, a check swing that didn't appear that he went around. And the home plate umpire got an earful from head coach Steve Sakasitz. So now Laird 0 for 2 today. Yoder into the stretch, and a long look at second. The pitch is a curveball in there for a strike, and Laird quickly behind it 0-1. Bailey a lead at second. The stretch by Yoder in the pitch. Chopped over the mound, charging is Wilson. And he'll get the out at first as Bailey advancing on to third. So 2 away now for Smalling. We'll go back to the 4th inning. Quakers had runners at second and third. The Quakers had runners at second and third in the third. They had a runner at third in the first, and now they have a runner at third here in the 5th inning. And Yoder back to the windup in his first pitch, in there for a strike. Smalling and the Quakers thought that pitch might have been a little bit too low in the strike zone. Yoder set to throw, the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball hit back up the middle, base hit. Quakers tie it. And Smalling delivering the RBI base hit, and it's one apiece as Earlham finally getting that goose egg off the board. And for Smalling, that will be his 33rd RBI.
The first baseman, number 19, Eric Elkins.
And that'll bring up Eric Elkins. Elkins singled his last time up. And Yoder with the pitch. It's up high, ball 1. Here's the stretch and the pitch, grounded softly foul to the left side. One ball and one strike to Elkins. Each team now with 5 base hits. That one hit foul. Good cut by Elkins. Here's the stretch again by Yoder and the 1-2 pitch. This one hit well, and that'll fall in for a base hit. Fields over to get it, then he bobbles it. It goes between his legs and into the deep corner of the ballpark, and on the way to third will be Elkins, and he'll be in there safely. And the Quakers now lead this one 2-1. Elkins will get credit for the base hit. And he advances to third on the error by the left fielder. As Fields unable to come up with it. Smalling able to score. And now a visit to the mound and a right-hander throwing in the Anderson bullpen. So the Quakers now taking advantage here in the 5th inning and taking advantage of the opportunities presented to them. Elkins able to drive in a run here in the 5th inning. He now has 31 runs driven in. And here is Addison Robertson. He's 0 for 2 today. So a huge error by Fields, and now the Quakers set to go to work once again as that pitch is low for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way, low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. There's your curveball in there for a strike. He's gone to that ball Or at least that pitch many times here today. 2 balls and a strike. And working quickly is Yoder. Chopped foul. And he's really picked up the pace right now, 2-2. Two away here in the bottom of inning number 5 as Yoder now gets the sign, the pitch, and missed it low and inside. The ball squirts away. Morgan able to run it down. No advancement from third by Elkis. And a full count now to Robertson. Bailey across the plate. Smalling scoring as well. Elkis with a base hit. The air by Fields in left. And the Quakers now lead it 2-1. Yoder with the late kick and the pitch. And the curveball high and inside. Ball 4. Here's Krumloff. Cody picked up a base hit in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2 today. Of course, he was part of the barrage of players left in scoring position through the first 4 innings for Earlham. So Krumloff will step to the plate now with runners at first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Yoder trying to work out of trouble here for the Ravens. The stretch and the pitch. Runner takes off. This one hit back up the middle. Gets through. Boy, rounding second was Robertson. He fell to the turf, unable to advance to third, but Elkis crossing the plate, and Krumloff picks up his second base hit of the ball game. And the Quakers now lead this one 3-1. I think that the Anderson coach was, well, he did come out and say something to the home plate umpire as Drew Dietz will step to the plate. Quakers now with 7 base hits. 3 of those coming here in the 5th inning. Dietz doubled back in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch by Yoder and the breaking ball in there for a strike. Yoder once again into the stretch. Will check the runner at second, and the pitch is low and inside as we'll go 1 ball and 1 strike. Yoder again with the 1-1. He'll step back and look the runner back at second. One ball and 1 strike. 2 away here in the 5th inning. 3 runs across, and that pitch low and inside as well. And now Yoder a little shaken up here in the 5th inning. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way is up high, 3-1. Yoder again will look at second. Here's the pitch on the way home, and that's hit foul. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and 2 runners on, and they both will get a pretty good jump right here. Quakers trying to add to the 3-run 5th inning as Yoder again into the stretch. And the pitch on the way and a breaking ball. Fly ball, shallow center. Trailer, a few steps to his left, will make the catch, but the Quakers finally capitalize here in the 5th inning.
Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Earlham alumni, do you think your Earlham experience ended when you graduated? No way. Your alumni council works to keep alumni connected to the college and to represent the alumni through outreach activities on campus. Interested in joining? Contact the alumni office.
Well, the Quakers on top of this one, 3-1 as we move to inning number 6. It'll be Wilson, Collier, and Sanders. And for Talcott, he has been unhittable over the last 3 innings as he has set down the Ravens all 3 innings. In fact, you go back to the 2nd inning, he's now retired 10 in a row, and Nick Butcher picked up a infield base hit. And that's been about it. The Ravens got up to a good start, but since then it's been all Walter Talcott. Here's Wilson. Wilson 0 for 2. To lead things off here in the top of inning number 6, Quakers trying to snap the 2-game winning streak put together by the Ravens after picking up wins yesterday. And Earlham trying to win their 12th game in the conference. And for Walter, if he wins today as the pitch is on the way at a breaking ball hit foul, he will set the single-season winning record with 8 wins. No balls and a strike. And for this freshman, he'll have a lot of other records in his back pocket by the time he is done with his Earlham career. He's off to a great start. That one lined in left field, base hit. So Wilson, the former Quaker, with his first base hit of the afternoon. And that'll bring up Glenn Collier. Collier 1 for 2. He singled back in the first inning. Ravens now with 6 base hits. So Talcott now into the stretch. The lead at first by Wilson, and the pitch on the way. They show bunt, snap throw to first, and it bounces right in front of Elkis, able to snag that one before it goes into right field. 1 ball and no strikes. Walter once again into the stretch. And the pitch on the way to the plate popped up. And this one will go out of play to our left. That leaving the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. And not a whole lot of room between the foul fair line and the dugout area. So anything that is hit relatively hard left or right is going to leave this ballpark. 1-1 now to Collier. Wilson a very short lead at first. In fact, he is barely a body length away from the bag. The stretch again by Talcott. And the pitch on the way, bunt attempt, bunted foul. So that Collier down on the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is your cleanup hitter. He had singled in the first inning, and now you're trying to bunt him over. And you're down by 2 runs. I would imagine you want Collier to be swinging away or at least trying to make contact right here. So again, Collier's numbers not real strong at only .258 on the year. The stretch and the pitch. This one hit to right field. Halfway is Wilson. Ball caught by Robertson. And no play at first base. There's 1 away. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Brenton Sanders. Sanders 0 for 2. He is tapped back to the pitcher both times.
With 1 out, now batting number 26, Brenton Sanders.
So now we'll wait and see if Yoder will come back out for another inning of work after the Quakers scored 3 runs off the left-hander in the 5th inning. Talcott again into the stretch and the pitch, and a big cut. Sanders now down on the count of 0 balls and a strike. We haven't seen very many left-handers get the ball out of this ballpark. Again, it is .325 down the right field line, which isn't a large distance, but again, 375 in the right center alley. And this is not a power-hitting ball club. Here's the pitch. Way outside, throw down to second, and now they've got the runner at first. Tag laid on, and they got him. Well, Ogden Wilson just made a huge mistake down at first base, and it cost him. So now 1 ball, 1 strike to Branton Sanders. Take the base runner off, and that'll be a 2-6-3 put out of out number 2. And now the right-hander Talcott can go to work here on Sanders. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low for a ball. 2-1. Talcott will get the sign. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the left field line, and that will be a foul ball. And it wasn't fouled by much, maybe inches. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sanders. Sanders back in. Once again, we have 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Talcott set to throw on the pitch, and the backdoor curveball got him looking. So the leadoff single by Wilson for Knott. We will head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 3-1.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers.
Well, we have a new right-hander on the mound now for the Ravens. We will see Cameron Dotson. He is a tall right-handed pitcher out of Winter Garden, Florida. He is a senior. He will step in as Ben Yoder done for the day. He goes 5 innings, giving up 7 hits and 3 runs. It'll be Barger, Lynch, and Bailey all due up for the Quakers. Barger 0 for 1 today. Barger reached base back in the 3rd inning. This is a pop-up behind the plate. Morgan, well, let's see if he's going to get this. Nope, that's a base hit if Barger goes, but it goes foul. And so that one didn't touch Morgan. And Barger was about halfway down the line looking back, and we thought maybe that ball was going to stay fair, and it took a nice spin and bounced foul. So Barger will get another opportunity. Well, you knew Morgan was going to have a tough time with that one. We've got another high sky again here today, and we've seen all kinds of issues. That one off his fist. Should be an easy play for Butcher. It's short, and it is. 1 away. Here's Nate Lynch. Struck out back in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and grounded out in the 5th inning, though he did reach base in that 1st inning on that strikeout throwout attempt. And Morgan had a tough time then. That pitch just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Dotson set to throw, and the pitch low and inside. Well, he's got good size. He probably goes 6'6", 6'7". It's the first time we've seen this right-hander. And the pitch low and inside. 3 balls and no strikes. He looks the part. And that one missing. Boy, and Dotson thought he got the inside corner. So the 1-out walk given up to Nate Lynch, and that'll bring up now Ethan Bailey. Quakers have a man on here in the 6th inning. Bailey doubled his last time up. Scored one of the 3 runs in that 5th inning. Keep an eye on Lynch at first. The stretch and the pitch way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And this might be the reason why this right hand hasn't thrown a whole lot. At least in this series, there's another right-hander throwing in the Ravens bullpen. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and there's your strike. Finally gets one across the plate to Bailey. Lynch again is 12 stolen bases. Bailey 12 of 13, or I should take that back. Lynch 12 of 13, Bailey 10 of 10, and Laird 25 of 27 coming in. They've only been caught 3 times. Runner got a great jump, pitch low and outside. The throw down, not in time, and back not even close. Two balls and a strike now to Bailey, and now runner at second base. Nate Lynch now 13 of 14 in the stolen base department. Dotson again into the stretch. He'll check the runner at second. The pitch on the way to the plate is up high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike now to Bailey. Dotson on the way, and this time he'll get it in there for a strike. And now 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The stretch again by Dotson, and the pitch on the way, got him. Dotson able to battle back to get out number 2, and here's Brandon Laird. That's a big strikeout for Dotson. And Laird 0 for 3 today. Strikeout back in the 3rd inning. Well, you go and look in this ballgame, the Quakers have had runners get to second base in all but 1 inning. Here's Dotson's pitch on the way, hit well into left center field, and that's going to be extra bases. A run will score as Lynch easily crossing the plate, and a double by Brandon Laird, and the Quakers now lead this one 4-1. Laird first pitch hitting. And for Brandon Laird, now 31 runs driven in. Here's Smalling, who picked up a base hit and an RBI in the 5th inning. And Earlham now with 8 base hits. The pitch by Dotson is up high for a ball. Smalling 1 for 3. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's a called strike. Laird, Smalling, Elkis all driving in runs here this afternoon, the heart of that order. Boy, that one couldn't have missed by a whole lot, and Dotson kind of wondering where that pitch was as well, and so was I. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike now to Smalling. Here's the pitch. Fastball riding inside, 3-1. Dotson, I think, if you look at both rosters, the only player out of the state of Florida. 3 balls and a strike now to Smalling. And the pitch bouncing in front of Morgan. That'll be a wild pitch as Laird advancing on to third. And that'll bring up Eric Elkis. Elkis, couple of base hits today, as an RBI to his credit.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Eric Elkins.
Well, Dotson got the first out. In fact, he had gotten Barger to fly out easily. Struck out Bailey, but he's had his troubles here in this 6th inning. The stretch and the pitch, and it's way outside for a ball. Fans here at the ballpark soaking up the beautiful sunshine here today. 2 straight days of beautiful weather. And the throw to first gets away, and Laird's going to score. Low throw to Boardman. And so the Quakers add another run. And it's now 5-1. That should be an error on the pitcher Dotson on that low throw to first that enabled the run to score. As Elkis back in. Here's the pitch. And a huge cut by Elkis. 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch by Dotson. And the pitch. Came inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Second error of the ball game now for Anderson. They had that big error earlier in the 5th inning against Fields in left. Center fielder Trailer shaded again toward left field. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, hit foul. And we'll stay at 1-2. And boy, with Trailer again shading toward left, Turner's off the line in right field. There's a huge hole between Trailer and Turner in left center, and of course down the line in right field. The stretch by Dotson. Here's the pitch, and this one pulled and foul. And Elkis jumping on that pitch. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dotson gets the sign from Morgan. The pitch. Struck him out. Well, the Quakers come up with 2 more runs here in inning number 6. As we head to the 7th inning, the Quakers on top of this one, 5-1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas at home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Alums, want to connect with the college and your fellow Earlham alumni? Attend an alumni event. Our office is always organizing events locally and around the country and on campus during homecoming and reunion weekend. For information on upcoming events, visit earlham.edu/alumni. We hope to see you soon.
Well, for Walter Talcott, the freshman out of Lafayette, McCutcheon High School, he is now being supported by 4 runs. Or at least a 4-run lead and 5 overall as he leads at 5-1. It's Fields, Boardman, and Morgan. And there haven't been many opportunities this season for other teams to make a comeback against this right-hander this season, which I think he'll end up being a first-team All-HCAC pitcher this year. As that pitch is low, he should be the newcomer of the year as well, and very well might be the most valuable player on this team this season. Fields 0 for 2. He has struck out twice, and that pitch in there for a strike. Talcott has been the type of pitcher who can step in and stop losing streaks, and he very well may do it again here today. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Fields. Fields will be glad to see Talcott no longer here today if he strikes out again, as that pitch low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quakers looking for their 23rd win of the season. Here's your 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. So Fields completes the hat trick today, his 3rd strikeout, and that'll bring up Boardman.
With 1 out, now batting number 10, Nicholas Boardman.
Talcott now with 9 strikeouts on the afternoon. Here's Boardman. He is 0 for 2. And the pitch. In there for a strike, caught the outside corner. Talcott not a big guy, but he can throw pretty hard. And he's been around the plate all day long. Here's the 0-1. Back inside, no balls, 2 strikes. You take away that first inning, in which Anderson got 3 hits. They've been held to 3 the rest of the way. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit foul. Late on the swing is Boardman. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Talcott set to throw, and a ground ball toward the shortstop, Laird. His throw to first in time, and 2 away. And that'll bring up now Jacob Morgan. Morgan singled back in the 2nd, and he flew out in the 4th.
The catcher, number 8, Jacob Morgan.
So for Anderson, just 1 base hit since the 2nd inning. It has been all Walter Talcott. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Seven strikeouts from the 2nd inning through the 7th inning. And again, 9 overall. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's in there for strike 2. Thing as a hitter, you're thinking that pitch is going to be high in the strike zone. It drops right at the very last second. Walter set to throw, and here's the 0-2 pitch up high. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Wow. Look right over to the Earlham dugout, and they thought that was strikeout number 10 on the afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Time called now by Morgan. Walter set to throw. Here is the break-even pitch, and it's hit foul. Good cut there by Morgan. And we'll stay at 2-2. 5-1 Quakers. They fell down early, but battled back after struggling through the first 4 innings. 3 runs in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th inning. Once again, the break-even pitch on the way, and he came inside. And we'll go full count now to Morgan. Three balls and 2 strikes. The pitch lifted high into left field. Barger going back. He's at the fence. That one will hit off the fence. And Morgan to second with a stand-up double. The monster kept that one in the ballpark. So Morgan with the 2-out double, and that will bring up Traylor.
Now batting, number 14, Devin Traylor.
7th base hit now for Anderson. Traylor struck out. In fact, he has struck out twice. The pitch. In there for strike one. Talcott again into the stretch. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up, and that's going to go out of play, or is it Krumloff near the netting and can't glove it? As that one falls foul just in front of the backstop area. No balls, 2 strikes, and I think Krumloff felt at the last moment he really could have gotten that one. He held the mask for the longest time. So that Traylor down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Walter into the stretch. And the 0-2 pitch got him swinging. They'll throw to first, and that's a strikeout throwout. 10 strikeouts now for Talcott. And that will do it for the Ravens here in the 7th. We head to the bottom half of inning number 7. Quakers on top of this one, 5-1.
Reynolds Plumbing, the area's leader in residential and commercial plumbing. Fast, friendly, 24-hour emergency service. You name it, they can fix it. Whether it's installation, remodeling, sump pumps, well pumps, water heaters, or sewer camera service, they now have service on heating and air conditioning. Give them a call at 966-0994 for free estimates. Reynolds Plumbing, 198 South 2nd Street in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers.
New pitcher now for Anderson. They will bring in a left-hander, Casey Howell, a sophomore out of Wyoming, Ohio. As we move to the bottom of the 7th inning, Robertson, Krumloff, and Dietz all due up. Robertson 0 for 2 with a walk here this afternoon. Quakers 5 runs over their last 2 innings. Now a commanding 5-1 lead as Howell set to go to work, and the pitch is in there for a strike. With a sidearm delivery that time by Howell. The stretch once again by Howell in the pitch. Here's strike 2. Well, Dotson lasting just an inning, giving up 2 runs. And Howell with the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking. 3 in a row, and Robertson strikes out looking. Here's Krumloff. Cody, couple of base hits today, has driven in a run. Part of that now 8-hit attack by the Quakers. Earlham managing just 6 hits in both games yesterday. As now Howell set to go to work, and that one just off the plate, 1-0. Once again, Traylor shaded toward left. They're really daring any of the Earlham hitters to hit it into right center field as Krumloff fouls that one away. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul again into the stretch, and the pitch hit foul again. Almost the same location. And we'll go to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Howell and the pitch is outside, 2-2. Howell will get the sign from Morgan. Here's the break even once again. This will be chopped foul to the left side. And we'll stay at 2-2. That one jams him. Ball hit to the right side. Boardman will flip on to Howell. And there's 2 away, and here's Dietz. Well, Dietz doubled back in the third. He has flown out twice since then, so 1 for 3 on the afternoon.
Now batting, number 11, Drew Dietz.
And Howell with the pitch. Ground ball toward the third baseman, Collier. And a 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Quakers on top of this one, 5-1.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com.
A couple of changes for the Quakers as we'll see Kendall Baker go to center field, and that means Bailey moves to right. So that'll be Barger, Bailey, and Bailey, Barger, Baker, and Bailey from left to right in the outfield. And leading things off will be Nick Butcher here in the top of the 8th inning. Quakers on top 5-1. Get some updated scores. We'll try to pass those along around the HCAC this afternoon. Butcher 2 for 3. Talcott so far 10 strikeouts. And he's given up just 1 run. And the first pitch on the way, he'll show a bunt, and that one's right down the middle for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time will be called as Butcher will step out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Only one of the games so far being reported this afternoon. That is Bluffton leading Franklin 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. No score from the other 2 games going on today. The 1-2 pitch is low and outside, 2-2. Rose is playing at Defiance and Hanover at Mount St. Joe. But again, nothing on those 2 games. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break even on the way. Lifted high into left field. Barger coming in, and there's 1 away. Here's Turner.
With one out, now batting the right fielder, number 39, Isaac Turner.
Turner 1 for 3, a single back in the first inning. He has struck out twice, part of that 10 strikeout day now for Talcott. There is a right-hander throwing in the Quaker bullpen. Well, boy, the way Talcott throwing right now, and he's throwing as hard right now as he was back in inning number 1. He jumps out in front of Turner, no balls and a strike. Talcott with a leg kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, low and away. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Turner out of Kokomo, Indiana. And that one a little bit low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to Smalling at third. He'll take it on the high hop. Strong throw to first. 2 away. And that'll bring up Wilson.
With 2 outs, now
Wilson 1 for 3.
Wilson.
Wilson out of Pendleton, Indiana. He had a strikeout back in the first inning. And Walter looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning here in the 8th. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball right side. That will get through. Well, a 2-out single by Wilson, and that'll bring up Collier.
At bat, the third baseman, number 42, Glenn Collier.
Collier 1 for 3, singled back in the first inning. Talcott will work into the stretch. The pitch on the way, and boy, what a breaking ball that was as Collier tried to check his swing. No balls and a strike. Wilson a short lead down at first. And the pitch. Inside corner for strike 2. Earlham on top of this one, 5-1. They were down 1-0 through 4 and picked up 5 runs in the 5th and 6th innings. And right now it's up to Walter Talcott. Got him swinging. 11 strikeouts now for Talcott. We will head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Quakers lead this one 5-1.
Jiffy Lube of Richmond features the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change. As much as you paid for your vehicle, keep it on the road as long as possible. The Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change is more than an oil change. It's preventative maintenance to keep your car running smoothly. Jiffy Lube, 2993 East Main in Richmond. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Well, we head now to the bottom half of inning number 8. It'll be Barger, followed by Lynch and Bailey. And a new pitcher out on the mound for the Ravens. They'll go back to a right-hander in the first pitch in there for a strike. We're now looking at Brad Ellis, a senior out of Decatur, Alabama. First time we have seen Ellis in the series as well. Barger 0 for 2, and the pitch by Ellis is outside. Ellis even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch by Ellis and the pitch. A high fly ball left field. Should be an easy play for Fields as he'll back up on it, and he drops it. Wow. 2-base error by Ellis, or I should say Fields, in left field, and Ellis deserving better than that.
Now batting number 22.
So now the Quakers have a runner at second base. Here's Nate Lynch. I know that for whatever reason, Defiance, when they were in here, and now Anderson, in fact, the Quakers have had a difficult time at times with a high sky. Here's Lynch to step in. Time is called. I'm not sure what it is. The stretch and the pitch, and he'll show a bunt, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lynch has walked a couple of times today, has a stolen base. There's your backdoor curveball in there for a strike. And the count even at 1-1 with the stolen base. Nate Lynch now with 13 stolen bases. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and a bunt attempt again. It'll be bunted foul. Well, they may quickly take the bunt off right here. Nate's been on base 3 of 4 times. And again, with a stolen base in that 6th inning, he has scored a run. This, though, his first look at the right-hander Ellis. So Barger down at second, following the error by Fields. Here's the pitch on the way, and this one's popped up down the left field line, coming over, and this time Fields will make the catch. Now, we shouldn't get on Fields too much because he made a couple of nice plays yesterday. One of those, he went crashing into the fence down the left field line to make the catch. Here is Bailey. Bailey struck at his last time up. He did pick up a double back in the 5th inning. But again, for Fields, it's just one of those things where the other players have had a difficult time as that breaking ball caught the inside corner for a strike. And I just don't remember very many ballparks that have been so consistent when we've had a lot of sunshine like we've seen here. And players having a hard time just locating the ball at times. No balls and a strike to Bailey. Time called again. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit foul. So no balls and 2 strikes to Bailey. Now the 0-2. Runner takes off. Throw down to third, and it's a high throw, and the runner is safe. Barger with a stolen base. So now 1-2, and Barger picking up his 9th stolen base of the year. Quakers very well could have 5 players in double figures in stolen bases by the time it's all said and done. 1-2 to Bailey. The pitch hit foul. Good cut again by Ethan. Infield will be in now with the runner down at third and just one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch by Ellis. Another foul ball. We will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's Ellis once again, and this one hit into center field, and coming on and making the catch will be Traylor. And that'll keep the runner Barger down at third. There's 2 away. And here's Brennan Laird. Brennan, a big double in the 6th inning, scored a run. He later scored in the inning. Laird able to drive in a run as well, and he'll step up for the 5th time today. 1 for 4. And this will be his first look at Ellis. An insurance run sitting down there at third. Ellis into the stretch and the pitch. And a curveball in there for strike 1. Each team with 8 base hits. The Quakers lead at 5-1. That one hit foul. So Laird quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes, and Morgan out to say something to Ellis. Two away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That is Barger down at third. The stretch and the 0-2 pitch up high. Morgan that time set up on the outside corner. And we'll go to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Time called once again by Laird. And the break-even pitch once again. Curveball in the inside corner, and Laird will strike out for the 2nd time today. We will head down to the 9th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 5-1.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
Well, for Walter Talcott, he'll be going for the complete game victory here today. Would be his 8th win of the season. It would be his 4th complete game. Those 8 wins would establish a new single-season record, and we have a pinch hitter at the plate now for Anderson, as we will see Austin Kane out of Monroe, Ohio, hitting in the place of Brent Sanders. So Kane will step in, and what a tough assignment to have is to go against Walter Talcott, who's now struck out 11 today. So Kane will step in. He'll go righty-righty here in the 9th inning. The first pitch is hit to the right side. Base hit. How about Kane? Well, he was looking fastball, and he got it. So the Ravens have a man on, and here's Boston Fields. And we'll have a pinch runner down at first base as Kane does his job. And the pinch runner will be Wyatt Shebler. Wyatt Shebler is out of Batesville, just a freshman. What a guy who struggled. I thought maybe they'd go ahead and pinch hit for Boston Fields. But again, you don't want to take his defense if you end up playing later in this ball game. But he's 0 for 3. He has struck out all 3 times. Talcott into the stretch in the pitch, and that's a called strike. Fields caught looking his last time up. Shebler down at first, a very short lead, the stretch and the pitch. And there's another curveball in there for a strike. And Fields has to step back in and face Talcott one more time. Quick throw to first, not in time, and we have seen Walter with a pretty good move to first, and he doesn't waste a whole lot of time getting it there. No balls and 2 strikes down to Fields. Walter into the stretch and the pitch. Just off the end of the bat foul. And we'll stay at 0-2. Talcott now with a sign from Krumloff. The stretch and the pitch. Popped him up left side. Smalling, Laird in foul territory makes the catch, and there's one away. Nice play that time by Laird to come get that one. Smalling may have had a difficult time turning the way he needed to. Here's Boardman.
With one down, now batting number 10, Nicholas Boardman.
So now the Quakers 2 outs away from winning the final game of this 3-game series. Boardman is 0 for 3 today against Walter. Shebler with a lead down at first. The stretch and the pitch. Back up the middle, and that could be 2. There's one there. The relay to first in time. And a way to finish this one. A 4-6-3 double play. And the Quakers win the final game here this afternoon by a final of 5-1 in a game that took just 2 hours and 13 minutes to play. And for the Quakers, they are now 12-8 in the conference. They have now won their 23rd game of the season. For Anderson, they're now 9-9 in conference play, and they fall to 12-18 overall. Talcott gets the win. He's now 8-0 on the year. He's just set a single-season win record for the Quakers. Ben Yoder will take the loss. He falls to 1-5. So the Quakers will be back in action.
Quakers improved to 23-10.
Quakers will be back in action coming up on Tuesday when they will be on the road at Bluffton. That is a 4:15 start time. And then next weekend they travel to Transylvania Friday and Saturday, doubleheader on Saturday, and we'll finish out the regular season on the road at Hanover coming up on May 5th and the 6th. For the final score today, Quakers 5, Anderson 1. Thanks for being with us. This has been Quaker Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
On April 30th at noon and 3. But they'll finish up the season in May at Hanover. The first game at Hanover will be on May 5th.